Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camp Patton Family Compound. It is time for, let's go. There it goes. Actually, if I forgot, I have with me tonight is Tammy Rebel Canners and Mark at Chef Tech. It is time for Monday night fireside chat, and tonight's topic is canning and preserving ham. And here we go. Oh, and I was just busy finding out whether or not Oliver needs to go home. He's been here just about all day. Angel today, except when he kept coming in here, I'm hungry, during the morning live stream. But he's in there watching the latest and greatest editions of Paw Patrol.
Of course.
Yeah. He was in there. I haven't seen this one before. Cool.
Yeah. But I'm not telling you.
No, well, the thing is, he knows he can quote just about every Dragon Ball episode he has seen. And every episode of Avatar The Last Airbender. All seasons.
He'd fit in at my house then.
Yeah. Well, see, I got the original Dragon Ball. I got Dragon Ball Z. I got Dragon Ball GT. I got Dragon Ball Super. I got them special movies all in between all along.
And here I am. All I have is the 4 movies from Pokemon. I love my Pokemon movies. They're mine.
All right, let's say hi to everybody. And interesting. Okay, there was. Okay, that's why it jumped around weird here. Okay, so first one in tonight was Crew 1351, then Geeky Gardens, then this weird raccoon guy, then CB at Hugo Homestead, then Geeky Gardens, Angel's Homestead on both sides. Kaylin Strain is here, Shady Hill Homestead. Shady Hills on both sides. Took by V's in here. And Happy Mac is in on your side.
Oh, thanks.
And let's see here. And okay, I'm not sure which one it is, but we got 2 people on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too, and you're so it could be one of each of us, or we don't know how it is, but there's someone over there, a couple people on Facebook as well, watching.
I did share it out, so.
Yeah. So tonight's topic, I know not everybody in the chat is interested in tonight's topic.
Thank you for being here anyway, Kaylin. And thank you for your message today, Kaylin. I really appreciate that.
So, Kaylin, you can just take some of the stuff we're going to talk about and take the beef alternative substitute for it, like you do your beef bacon. But, hang on. I missed something here. Okay, let me go back up and find it. Proceeding on that, was she said something up there. Oh, she'll be in and out tonight. Hubby at the hospital because of so yeah. So 3 stents. He's up in Boise.
Ooh, I'll be praying for you.
Yeah. Must be Monday. Yeah. Well, so Mark sent me something to show. So let me bring it back up here. And
the picture is fresh from 3 hours ago.
Like I was telling Mark earlier beforehand, in California, in Concord, which is the city right next to where my wife is at, when we go from Sam's Club to Costco, drive up Concord Avenue, it turns at East Street, becomes Galindo. 1 block after that point, There's this building on the right that wholesales ham. I
Just
mean, it is huge, and they have a huge parking lot. And from about Thanksgiving till after New Year's, that parking lot is full.
Are you sure the name of that store isn't Piggly Wiggly?
Not Piggly Wiggly. No, we don't have Piggly Wiggly. It's something else. You know, I can't remember exactly what it's. I know I drive by it. You look at the name, and it's like something or the wholesalers with it, and you know, I know exactly. That's the one. We got to drive around and come in the backside to get into the front door.
Mark, you can't find a Piggly Wiggly north of the Mason-Dixon line. Come
I
on.
know that. You know, they're down further, way further south, like Georgia, Florida, all down along the south. I haven't seen one even in Virginia. So.
Yeah.
I just see one.
Hang on. Let me check something out here. I don't think you can find them west of Texas.
Probably not.
Yeah, north of like Idaho. Or not Idaho, north of Iowa and South Carolina.
Store locations. Oh, I stand corrected. But it's not showing on the map here. But the thing said they had one in New Mexico, but the map does not show. Oh, yeah, wrong. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull this out of here and share this.
All right, my fault for bringing up the name of a store.
Yeah, your fault for bringing up the name of the store. Okay.
And there were 20 in California, but they just shut them all down.
Hang on here, back over here. Okay, now I can share it. And boom, there they are.
Oh,
they're in New
are
York and
some
Long
in-
Island, not Pennsylvania, not Maryland, not New Jersey, not Delaware, not Indiana, not Michigan.
There's some little thing right. I guess that's New York.
That's Long Island, and the other little one is Virginia.
Yeah. So.
All right,
but
I stand corrected. They are north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah,
they are
Michigan.
making incursions.
Yeah.
Looks like you have to go to Ohio to get to the nearest one, Tammy.
That's
Well,
interesting because
occasionally make it to Ohio. So
yeah. Shoot, let me go. Hang on here. I don't want to bring it up while I do this. Oh, okay. That's why I'm begun. Okay, this is New Hampshire. Yeah, all right. Okay, never mind. Let me get rid of that. Gone. Yeah. I thought they were in more and more places because back a couple of years ago when I was on with Broussard's Homestead, I thought they mentioned somewhere they were expanding. So
I don't know. I'm shocked that
just
they're
because it
as far
shows the
north.
whole state. Just because it shows the whole state of New York red for Piggly Wiggly doesn't mean there's more than one.
Yeah.
And I think there's only one or two up there. So Maine, I've never seen one in Maine.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen one outside of Florida.
I saw a lot in Florida and Georgia and all that.
I take that back. I did see a Piggly Wiggly in Mississippi once.
Well, the last time I was back in that neck of the woods,
Tupelo.
I didn't look for it because when we drove back there, it was the summer of '74.
I don't think they had them there back then.
We took
yes, they did.
An RV back to Disney World. And we went one way going back, and we came a little bit farther north coming back this way. And I was between my junior and senior year. I wasn't interested in Piggly Wiggly.
No. And you were literally on the major highways. They don't exactly put Piggly Wiggly signs on the highway.
Yeah. And I was more interested. All right. So there was me, my younger brother, my mom and dad, my sister, who's 10 years older than me, her husband, and Mark Thomas, Jennifer, and James, and then their foster daughter, who's the same age as I was. Guess where my eyes were glued?
On the Piggly Wiggly sign.
No, on the foster daughter.
I'm the only person in that car that wasn't related to you.
Exactly. And not only that, She was about a 9.5. But yeah,
On the pig scale. Ooh. All right. Sorry, everybody. It's my fault that Gil went on for the last 10 minutes about a friggin' supermarket that barely exists in
At
society.
least the
But
name
okay.
fit the theme for the day, okay? At least the name fit the theme.
Yeah. It's ham.
all right,
Robbie.
Mark. Now I'm going to get Mark going. Mark,
Uh,
go to the Fat Electrician and type in
No.
Piggly Wiggly. He did a 40-minute video on it, on their business model.
no doubt. I'm too busy
Oh,
watching the
scratch
freeze
it.
drying
It's not the
stuff.
Fat Electrician. It's this other channel, the Fat Files.
Okay.
The Fat Files, where it exposes all the supermarkets and businesses and Taco Bell and Costco and everything.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you can go to your local grocery store, whatever it's called, and find ham on sale right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
So,
And maybe after the holidays, but stores have gotten smarter financially. They don't over order stuff and then put it on a wicked sale the day after anymore. Corned beef pretty much ran out on St. Patrick's Day. I wasn't fine back 10 years ago. I could find,
10 or 20 of them.
tons of them on sale. They just had to get rid of them. They just don't order as much anymore. They'd rather run out than have leftover and lose money. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's a business plan. I get it. But yeah.
Jack wants to know how we shove that store in a jar.
Can it all.
And, okay. So, whoa, hang on. 79 cents a pound. Okay, I'm going to go to Sam's Club. Actually, I'm going to Sam's Club on Wednesday anyway, so I'll be checking out what they have there.
I didn't see any hams at our Sam's Club.
Yeah.
I was in there today looking for meat on clearance, and I actually didn't see any ham. I have to go look. I'll be back here Thursday.
Now, I know it's titled ham, canning ham, but I think we can expand it to bacon, pork chops, all
to be clear, cured ham is the ham everybody thinks of.
Yeah.
A ham is a cut of the pork.
Right.
Yeah.
And we use whole hams for making my wife Spanish pork. She pokes tons of holes in it with a knife and packs in whole cloves of garlic and then all the Spanish seasoning. And that gets slow roasted until the fat cap is like crunchy, crispy. Oh, yeah. And then we cook the black beans and rice and stuff. We eat that for like a month.
All right. We have a question.
Yes. Bring it
Sure.
completely up to room temperature and pack that baby in there. I'm going to tell you right now, though, it is not approved to can smoked meat because they think somehow the density is denser than regular meat. But I am cutting it up into cubes because that's how I'm going to use it anyway. And as far as I'm concerned, the heat is circulating in there freely enough, and it is not any denser than beef at that point.
If they also don't like cured things because of the nitrates. Yeah. Meanwhile, I buy corned beef hash in a can, so go figure.
Exactly. And you can buy canned ham. You can buy canned ham all day long, So if they can can it in the store, I think they need to stay out of my kitchen. I will can it at home.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just don't invite them into my kitchen.
My
75
great-grandmother canned it, water bath canned it back around 1895 through 1940. No one in the family got sick.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it is, if you pressure can it, it is 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts.
Yeah. It says the ham was fresh from the farmer.
Yeah.
Is that a pork ham, like a roast, a fresh ham?
Ooh.
Fresh ham is pork,
Yeah.
is a pork roast. It's the shank or whatever. Cured ham is pink. So did it look like a pork roast or did it look like a pink ham? Even if it's pork, you can do the same thing. Cut it up in pieces, throw it in
Yeah,
the jar.
it really
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Cut it however you want it for serving. I do a lot of cubes because that's how I put it into a casserole, or I use it in eggs in the morning, especially when I'm canning. I'll do little tiny cups of ham, take those camping, then I don't have to keep stuff in the cooler. So yeah, I do
You
all
can
sorts
even,
of stuff.
you can cut slices and kind of pack them in there as slices, just smaller, smaller rounds, like, I don't know, 2-3 inches diameter. And you can either stack them up in a wide mouth if you want to really play games with your knife all day long, or just cut them into flat strips and just pack them in there as best you can. And then, yeah, you can pull them out and then you can fry it in a pan.
Biscuit cutter Mark makes Canadian bacon out of it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was thinking my wife likes, and she'll get ham steaks and she'll cut it up in small chunks and just, and keep it in a container in the fridge. And when she makes her breakfast burritos, she'll grab several, sprinkle it on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then do her egg and everything up in it. And I was thinking that would be, get the smaller quart pints.
quarter.
4 ounce, yeah.
Yeah. And can a bunch of those. That'd probably be just the right amount for her.
Yep. That's what I do when I want to have it for camping. I just do them in those little tiny 4-ounce jelly jars. And I like to have ham cubed up in that. And it's perfect for that.
Yeah.
Just enough for a 1 egg omelet or a little quiche.
Yeah, I like to can my finely diced ham inside pea soup.
Ooh.
I still have some on the shelf down there. My mother-in-law, when she was with us, she fell in love with it. She'd eat a whole pint like every other day. It's great. I might good use it up because I made it in 2016, but it's still good.
Also, bean soup. I use a lot of ham. I'll do ham and beans, and I love to have the ham broth and chicken. I mix ham broth and chicken broth, and then I do beans, and then I put again diced ham in there, onions. Yes. Oh, I did not know I liked lamb. We did a video not too long ago about lamb, and I didn't know I liked lamb. Apparently, the first time I got it, I got mutton, and there is a big difference between mutton and ham. But yes,
yeah, mutton tastes like wet sweater. Lamb tastes good.
Yes, very big difference.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's what tainted me when I was growing up. I really didn't eat a good piece of lamb willingly until about 6 years ago.
Yep. That's about when I discovered I liked lamb. Somebody gave me some. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a second try. Oh, was it good?
Yeah. So as Mark was saying earlier, and kind of meant Arizona Highland Homestead kind of mentioned there about the cut being called a ham off the leg.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you usually find the uncured ham cut?
What, fresh ham?
Yeah.
I bought the last one I bought. I think I bought it at Sam's Club. They had like 3 or 4 there. I took a picture because it was on sale or whatever. I took a picture because it's in our freezer right now, and it's very you don't. That's not the same cut of ham they use to make cured ham. Because there's a lot of small muscle pieces, masses in there, and lots of little fat sinew things. It's just like a whole lot of muscles together. Not a lot, but you don't just cook it like a roast. And this one has the bone in, so you don't cook it like a roast and slice it and eat it that way. It's not that good that way. We roast it long term in the oven and let it and we marinate it for like 3 days before it even goes in the oven. So.
You can cure your own hams at home too if you have a smoker and a lot of time. And you could also, like some Italian cured hams, they cure them for a year and let them hang for a year, like prosciutto, before they ever eat it.
They put the right amount of salt on it. let it do its thing in the whatever environment, and then they wrap it up. And it needs to lose a certain amount of weight before it's like edible percentage. But yeah, they wrap it in cheesecloth and hang it up in a cool, dry, dark area, or in a fridge with on low with low humidity. And oh yeah, that's your sopressata. It's your all those what they call charcuterie
meats.
hams. Yeah, and yeah, that's what that is. Same with prosciutto. That's the same thing.
Okay, because you just made me think of something. I saw a reel on Facebook 2 days ago, and the guy had 3 big cuts of beef,
Right.
big ones, and he put one in and put them each in a pot, covered the one up with whiskey, covered another one up with wine. I'm trying to remember what the third one was covered up with.
Beer.
No, it wasn't beer.
Probably salt water then. Like
was it orange juice?
Mm.
Anyways, he had all 3 of them covered up, and then he had them in the refrigerator for like 72 hours. Took them out, drained them, and he had a dryer where he put them in for 30 days.
Right.
And when he took it out, I'm looking at him, and then he cuts it, and you look at the inside, and it's like, oh, that looks very good.
Yeah. And that's how people used to preserve meat. Even before canning, they would.
Actually, it might be Dr. Pepper or Coke. It might have been Dr. Pepper or Coke. It was something unusual like that.
Oh, Tammy's going to find that one now.
I just did a pork roast for pulled pork, and I put it in the crock pot covered it with a can of Dr. Pepper, and it was darn good. So Dr. Pepper makes a great marinade. Dr. Pepper, great marinade.
What are the ingredients in there again? Oh yeah, we don't
you
talk
don't want to know. Yeah.
Of the 75 ingredients, how many can you
I'm
pronounce?
trying to find something edible in the ingredients. Carbonated water, that's it.
There you go.
High fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid. Natural and artificial flavors. Don't tell me what those are, Gil. I already know. I don't want to know. Sodium benzate. My favorite ingredient, caffeine. I also know how they extract caffeine to put it in here. I don't want to know. Yeah, that's what's in here.
Well, Arizona Highland says pork roast slow cooked in apple juice.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen a couple of people talking about the orange juice for tough cuts of meat, marinating it for 72 hours, and it get the natural acid in the orange juice gets in there, starts breaking things down, but it doesn't make it fall apart.
Yeah, just be careful if you're going to use pineapple juice, because the papain in there is what they use for meat tenderizer.
Yeah,
because
it will.
You take chicken and soak it in pineapple juice for like 3 days, it disappears. It just turns to mush.
Yeah, pineapple is the only fruit that's eating you while you're eating it.
Yep.
Think about that.
Wait a minute. You mean the Rick Moranis movie with Seymour, Little Shop of Horrors? You mean that was actually a pineapple plant?
Maybe. I've never seen an adult pineapple plant. I don't know. Maybe. I've seen pictures of Hawaii, but never a real one.
So,
aside from the fresh cut of ham and the cured ham and dicing it or doing whatever you want and packing it in jars, and I freeze dried a little bit of ham mixed with stuff just because of the high fat content. I'm not going to bother. Doesn't work. That's freeze drying bacon. Doesn't work unless it's bacon bits that are cooked down and I mix them with my mashed potatoes. Then I'm okay.
All right, question here. So, our scout troop back 2016 was all the scouts became hooked on ham steaks because they served it one time at Scout Camp for one of the dinners, and they became hooked on it. And they wanted to take a chest freezer, a ice chest, with ham steak up to Scout Camp. All the parents said no, and I said, "Hey, sorry, your parents." They said no. I'm not overriding your parents. But I was wondering, ham steak, you should be able to cut that like you do a strip of bacon for the height of the jar and roll it up and put it in there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I said before. You can pack it however you want.
Yeah.
So
You take it out. I mean, obviously it's cooked before you even put it in a jar, but you can take it out and fry it in a pan and have it for breakfast if you want and make it nice and brown.
What I was thinking, if you take it and sear it first, brown it up, slice it, roll it up, put it in there. Because then, like if you're camping, hey, it's already got the nice crunchy texture to it a little bit, and you pull out your canned jar of potatoes and make hash browns there. I'm getting myself hungry.
Where's CR when we need them?
Where's CR? CR, we're hungry.
Yeah.
I did see them like Walmart up here had the little tiny baby pineapples.
Yeah, those are the California and Mexican ones.
Yeah, they were like in the garden center. It's like, yeah, that wouldn't work well in Michigan.
No.
Got a question here from the which would have gone in about 2 weeks ago when we were talking about recanning the big cans of stuff. Can you recan canned ham like DAK?
Sure, I guess. Dice it up, throw it in a jar, and can it.
Yeah, I was going to say because it's
Same, right
so
back to the
much stuff in
same
it.
time though. Same time though, it'd have to be 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts. Unless you're doing it as a soup, then you can use the soup time. So if you
and
cut
just
it up
be
and
careful.
put it in a split piece soup, then you could do a shorter time.
Right. And just know that just because the canned ham was 4 years old and expires next week, if you recan it, yeah, you're sort of extending its life. And there are no numbers for that, so you're on your own.
Yeah.
I'd say it would probably work, but the texture and stuff is now going to be double canned and even older, so it's probably going to start to fall apart and get mushy, and the quality of the meat's not going to be as hammy.
Well, I gotta go back and watch Kaylin's stream from last night because I had it. I started to bring it up. I hadn't even clicked the thumbs up yet, and I had grandsons come over to spend the night. I already told them tonight. Nobody's spending the night tonight. All right, we have 3 on Facebook now.
Cool.
Hey, hello, welcome.
Yeah, whichever side you're on, welcome. Pork chops, or the boneless pork chops.
Yeah.
That's not ham,
Roll 'em up.
bud. Roll
Sear
them
'em.
up.
Yep, sear them,
Okay.
roll them up, stick them in the jar.
Or cut them in long, thick strips and do the same thing. So you can pack
Okay.
more in there.
Guess if you want to serve them like a fajita.
Yeah, whatever. By the time it comes out, it's going to be shredded pork anyway. But yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Sandra.
Okay. And I've known you guys have talked about, turkey bone broth, chicken bone broth, beef
Mhm.
bone broth,
ham broth. Yeah.
Ham broth
ham broth. Okay.
makes the best gravy, especially.
Yeah. We do that. I'll buy a bunch of ham hocks, just the hocks, like off a that were cut off of a ham, like a cured ham. Oh yeah, they go in the pot and they boil with a lot of stuff for like hours just to get the flavor, and then I make my bean soup out of that.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
I do the same with pea soup, ham broth.
I mix it with chicken because I don't like it too hammy. But that's just my
I
preference.
throw bits of ham and carrots in mine, so it looks pretty.
All right, other ways to preserve ham, pork, bacon. And I know bacon's kind of a lot of, it's not as preserved as good as it was back when I was a kid.
No.
Because my parents would get big old thing of bacon, and 6 months later they're still pulling pieces off to cook up without any mold or anything growing on it.
Right. You want that kind of bacon, you're going to a real backwoods butcher.
Yeah.
Where they literally salt cure it, throw it on the table, wrapped in butcher paper for a month or whatever, take it out, wipe it down, hang it in the smoker, and then they're done. That's it. You're cured. There's your pork bellies.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there aren't that many people that know how to do that perfectly
Right.
anymore.
Not anymore. And those that do aren't selling it because they can't make it in the quantities that they want.
Yeah.
They make enough for them and they still run out.
Yeah.
What would be the shelf life for water bath canning ham and broth?
I can never answer what a shelf life would be for anything. I don't know how much moisture you have in the storage room where your lids are going to rust. I don't know anything about your storage conditions. There are a lot of temperature fluctuations, hot, too cold. Ball says 18 months for their lids. Superb says 36 months for theirs. I don't know what equipment you're using. So that's not a question that anybody can answer.
Water bath, so it's water bath 3 hours, as long as you never lose
It doesn't matter.
oil.
The process doesn't matter. To keep a seal, you got to have a good lid.
Right.
So, number one, what lid are you using? I can't answer that question because I don't know.
Yeah. All I can say is the Kerr lids that my mom bought back in 1971 and 72 that I've used in the last year here. Tight.
Yeah.
And so it's been a couple years since I did this canning job here, and I still go down, I test the lids, they're on there tight.
Yeah. It just is going to depend. As long as the seal is good, I say it's good for my kitchen and my family and what we eat. So, it just depends on how long you can keep the seal from rusting.
Yeah.
And
but
there was things my mom had for 20 years that were still good. The seals were still good. They were still good.
Yeah. I was gonna say my mom did half-gallon jars of I've talked about before, of pears that she did in 71, and in 76 we found the case, or no, 78 we found the cases out in the barn in the boxes that got when we moved from Southern California to the north rim of the Grand Canyon back to Northern California. And Northern California is foggy and damp in the wintertime. And pulled them out, and they're not a speck of rust on them. Those were the good boxes back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And they were still sealed up, and it took us several more years to go through those half-gallon jars of pears, and they were primo. They didn't turn brown. They were, pure, just absolutely, and so, yeah.
That was before they started spraying the orchards with all kinds of bad stuff.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Because
actually, they sprayed some really bad stuff back in the day.
I have a cousin who actually died because she was sprayed by the stuff they were spraying in the orchard, and she died from it. And that was in the 1940s. And she died from it right away. Not like 10 years, 20 years later.
Someone was being a smart aleck, and she said, "Go ahead," and they just loaded her up. Whoops. Probably breathed it in and everything.
She had divorced my biological side of the family. She was a cousin by marriage. She had got divorced, and she had went through California, was up in Canada picking fruit, and she got sprayed with something and died. It says on her death certificate, toxic exposure to chemicals in the orchard.
All righty.
So
Yeah. All right. See, Kelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can can sausage,
ex-
pork sausage. Yeah, just
Oh,
round it
yeah.
up, drop in a jar, and you're good to go. Put it in small
I did-
jars. You have a
did a video last week. Did canned sausage.
yeah.
Howie's in the house.
Howie, hi.
And yeah, so hopefully those that are listening and just lurking and not commenting a bunch in here and are learning that you can do a lot of can stuff that most people that some people are going, oh no. But yeah, I mean my great grandmother was my grandmother was born in 1899. My great grandmother was canning stuff, from the first jar that came out practically, and they were also putting stuff in brown pottery stuff and sealing it that way too. But
They were that was fermenting, but yeah, you don't put it in brown pottery and can it. You ferment it.
Yeah, nobody from that family ever got sick from the stuff they preserved.
Well, you can preserve meat in its own fat,
Right.
and it's called potted meat.
Uh-oh. Howie just went there. You can't can pumpkin. Yes, you can, Howie.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. You're supposed to
Yeah.
can it in cubes, not in.
Puree.
Oh no, you have to come. Everything's
I was
hot
going
on
to
the
show them.
Everything's hot on the table.
I got 15 minutes.
No, you can't have one.
Oh, where's mine?
You're right over.
My daughter canned some pumpkin a couple of years ago.
Yeah. You're supposed to can it in cubes. You can can it in cubes. What you're not supposed to do anymore is can it mashed. So then you open it and mash it. Do I can it mashed? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if they can can it in the store, you can can it at home.
Maybe I'm just allowed to do it because my last name is McNeil, like Libby, McNeil, and Libby. But, I don't know.
I just can't because I don't listen to anybody else.
I do it because it's worked for 50 years for me, and nobody's gotten sick from canned pumpkin in my house.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Other ways to and of course, Mark hasn't mentioned his favorite one, or not his favorite. One of the ways that he does ham.
What? Freeze drying? I
Yeah.
mentioned it. No, I won't.
He did. Because he
Too
doesn't
fatty.
like to.
Too fatty.
Yeah. I mean, if it's small bits, maybe in like soup or something, but no, like ham steaks, no, there's too much fat in there.
Hmm.
It won't last. It might last for about a year or so, but that's about it.
Okay.
You get more time out of canning it than you would out of
Yeah,
freeze drying it.
exactly.
Or
Salting or potting.
dry salting it and stuff. Yeah.
Well, the ham is already salted. Don't know if you want to salt it again.
Well, that's how they used to preserve pork for long ocean voyages. They would put it in barrels, pack it in barrels of salt.
yeah.
Called
Salt
salt
pork.
pork.
Huh.
Yeah.
Then you had to really rinse it off really, really, really good. And then rinse it off some more. And then whatever you're cooking it in, like a big pot of soup, you don't add any salt to. And then you at least have a couple potatoes in there, or it ain't going to be good.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. So pork loin, tenderloin, mostly loin. Yeah, like I will trim when I buy them whole. I trim all the fat off of it. I have sliced them into like 1/2-inch thick pork chops, cooked them, and throw them in the freeze dryer. I did a couple of them just to do it. and they're fine, but you can't brown it. If you brown something before it goes in the freeze dryer, it makes it makes the water still comes out. It makes it real difficult to rehydrate it. So because you're sealing up all the pores where the water was, and it can't get back in. So you wind up with like kind of hard, crunchy, rehydrated foods.
Yeah. So Howie was asking, are you related to the Irish Kings?
Probably.
I don't know. I'm related to the Scottish Vikings, but my Irish great grandmother apparently got dropped in New York on her wedding day because there's absolutely no record of her before then.
Yeah.
Duke fish.
Yeah, to do up in Newfoundland, where my family's from, most of it. Yeah, salt cod is a thing. Pack it in salt, hang it up, let it dry, throw it in those little cute little wood boxes, and they're good for years and years and years. You just got to take it. My mom would soak it in water overnight, and then drain it, rinse it, soak it again, rinse it, and then they would just cook it up. A little salty, but that's how they preserve their fish. And it was cod, so it's a white fish. That's a tough fish to preserve.
I'm just thinking of some of the doctor's stuff I've been following lately about salt actually being very, very, very important to us.
Yeah, your brain needs it because we're electrical beings, but that's another story.
Yeah. The other part of the story is that your brain needs three things: water, salt,
Fat,
and cholesterol, because it is mainly cholesterol.
Yep.
And so there's your electric circuit.
No, there's your doctor saying you need to go on a low cholesterol, low sodium diet, and you wind up with some mental issue later. Anyway.
Yeah, and it's very important that you get animal fat during your first 5 to 12 years of life, because the mylar sheaths that all our neurons in our brain are made out of is totally out of animal fat. And there's no other way to get those components than through animal fat.
Yeah.
Sorry to all my friends who are vegetarians. I know that you are wonderful people and you're great, but if you talk to a vegetarian doctor, he will tell you the same thing I just did.
Yeah. Which is interesting because my grandsons, guess what they get over here a lot?
Burgers.
They get the hot dogs, the kosher hot dogs. They get the bacon. They get the high fat hamburgers. Yeah.
What's mom feeding them? The Beyond Beef burgers?
No, she feeds them the pork roast. Not pork, the pot roast. But yeah. But the problem is I'm finally getting her to stop going to McDonald's.
Oh, thanks the Lord. Well, then again, you're taking your grandsons there too, so you're.
I don't take my grandsons. I have never taken my grandsons to McDonald's.
Who was I talking to the other day that said they take their grandkids to McDonald's?
Not me.
Seriously.
They were there last week during our live, though. Remember? They came and got the kids to go to McDonald's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they came and got them and took them to McDonald's. I don't take them to McDonald's. Right. No. My wife will not take them to McDonald's.
That's not even meat, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. But when my wife is here, she'll go buy the big thing of 85-15 hamburger, and she'll make patties here for them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. What else can we cover on? We've covered just about everything on ham and pork loins and pork chops and bacon. And
you picked a real narrow profile of things to can. Yeah. And I'm like, how long can we talk about canning ham? It's one product.
Well, that's why I said, covered other ways of preserving it as well. We covered drying it and.
I think the most important takeaway for tonight is that you want to buy it on sale. And right now is the last time it's going to be on sale until Christmas. So however many you need between now and Christmas, you need to run out and get it now.
That's your daughter.
I don't know
She's
what's going
watching.
on. My phone every now and then makes that thing, and there's nothing on it. I don't know why. I turned everything off, and I don't know why it does that every now and then.
I don't know, Kaylin, if we could do ham jerky. I've seen ham
Yeah.
jerky sold, but I don't know how I would make it myself. I make a lot of jerky, but I don't know that ham would be a great jerky. I prefer
Yeah.
the beef or venison.
Yeah. Beef, beef, turkey, venison, duck.
No,
No turkey jerky.
I've had like 87 different kinds of animal made into jerky, and turkey is not on the list of repeats.
All right. There is one thing about ham we haven't talked about. And this is depends on who you talk to about this. So I'm just going to say it and give you the both sides of the story here.
Waiter, Howie.
Right now, the whole of the United States and now even Canada, areas are getting overrun by wild hogs. And there are two different types. Some areas that they are hunting the hogs as fast as they can and processing them. Local farmers and stuff, because they're destroying their fields and stuff.
If you get a sow, that's great. If you get a boar, your
Not so much.
odds of getting boar taint and having bad meat are a lot higher. So if you get a chance to get one of those animals, try to get a female.
Or a piglet.
Not even, well, I mean, you'd have to be a little.
There are some of the channels that I've been seeing them on. You have the big cages out there, and they put all the corn out there. You get about 40 of these little piglets, about 3 big, a couple sows and a couple boars, and they catch them. And so the majority of them are catching their piglets. They love it when they catch the piglets.
Yeah,
because
that's
But,
good,
yeah.
good meat, and they can sell those to people that are having summer barbecues very soon because they'll roast a whole piglet. All those graduating seniors need a piglet each or two, but you just have to be very careful that you don't get the boar tainted meat.
Yeah.
And
And
that comes from an uncastrated adult male animal.
Yeah.
And it will, if it's the wrong time of year, it's pretty nasty.
Yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out, and then some of the channels they say, all right, they go in and go, all right, we're killing all the males, and our females we're going to process. And others okay, all right, we can process them all right now. Others like, no, we can kill them all and just burn them all.
It just really depends on.
Depends on where you are in the resale market. A lot of places down there, nobody wants it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're usually ridden with disease anyway, just because they're not farm kept. They're just nasty.
Yeah.
So.
They're also not pumped full of chemicals.
True.
Yeah.
So that's a trade-off.
Like Daniel Arms Family Homestead, they're on his farmland, and now he's trying to get them off their farm, so they're eating all his good food.
Yeah. Yep. And again, I lost my train of thought because
with the flavors and that, it's just like a deer. I mean, if it's a fast harvest and it drops, the meat tastes much better. If it's a wing job and you got to chase this thing for 2 miles, the adrenaline goes up and the flavor's terrible. Same with the hogs. Most of them are running when they're shooting them. And even when they get caught in those cages and they dispatch them in a cage, they're all stressed out. So their meat's going to taste like crap anyway.
Yeah. And Tuber Chat's in here on your side, Tammy.
Hi, Kevin.
And he shared it out on Reddit.
Thank you.
But so that's one for my books I've been researching raising hogs and pigs and stuff. And the one thing I found out from every source I look at, they say spread them out. If you're raising hogs, pigs,
Oh,
whatever
that's
you
what I
want
was
to
gonna
call them. What?
What, Tammy?
That's what I was gonna say. So pork is the one meat that you have to cook to kill the parasites in it. You started to
Right.
talk about parasites. That's what made me think. And then he said spread it out, and that's why, because of the parasite load.
Yeah.
And so they have what you call trichinosis, and that you have to get the temperature up properly to
165.
kill that.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you see any little round circular things in the fat that look odd, cut them out, throw them out.
Yeah. One of the things they
Once
talk about though
once
is
you learn to identify it, you can see it.
Yeah.
But again, you need to always make sure that you never serve undercooked pork ever.
right.
So
If you're going to raise pork, you want to have it more. You can't. You don't want to keep it in a small pen because then you get all that poop and everything right there. It stinks to high heaven. It's worse. You spread them out where they have a chance to roam around. They will go pee and poop downhill from where they want to be at. And
they will pick
so
a corner, even in a small pen, they'll pick a corner, and it's really easy to clean if you keep on top of it. And then Justin Rhodes learned from Joel Salatin. I guess I should quote Joel here. Carbonation diaper. So if you are keeping them in a very small space, wood chips are your friend. Throw the wood chips on there. Start getting that to break down. And that's, you can keep them in a small space, but it's a lot of work. And you need to understand. I will never keep pigs again until I have a 4 to 6 foot high concrete bunker. They have to be on concrete with a drain, and the perimeter has to be I think 4 foot is actually too small. I think it needs to be a 6 foot concrete fence around them, solid.
Yeah.
No holes anywhere, solid concrete, and then a little concrete shed.
Yeah.
And then I will keep pigs again.
Oh, then you can pressure wash it off all the time and keep it clean. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One of the things that I learned from several different sources and even around here locally is black walnut trees are your friend if you have pigs.
Why?
Because you feed the whole husk and walnut to the pigs, kills the parasites.
No.
That's what
not in large amounts. That would be something that they could only have in small amounts.
Yeah, you feed at certain times. You feed them that, and they eat it. It kills the parasites, and
probably reflavors the meat too. But yeah.
But that's one of the things they talk about doing that.
While it is a parasite cleanse and it does work well, and pigs and human digestive systems are very, very similar, I would be very cautious, and I would do some more research before I did that.
Yeah.
I would not be doing it myself.
When I bought, so Glenn came in on your side there, Tammy.
Hi.
So the guy I bought this property here from there's a concrete pad out back here, goes into a concrete floored grain silo, and that's where he was raising pigs here. He's got a 4.5 foot tall area on there, and so he'd raise the pigs till they got to a certain size and then sell them, so people would finish raising them off and stuff.
Yeah.
But he said every 3 months he'd throw in, I forget how many, it's like half a bushel of whole black walnuts in every 3 months just to kill parasites. But
that might be it, all it takes. But I guess I kind of need to know the ratio of how many pigs to the.
Yeah, well, he had more pigs than he was supposed to by city ordinance. But they were small. When they got up to a certain size, he sold them all off, and he ran 2 cycles of pigs a year through there.
Yeah, I bought feeder pigs and raised them, and that's a thing I thought I would really enjoy, and I will never do it unless I have a concrete bunker. because I am not chasing pigs. I'd rather chase a goat. And yes, pigs can get out of anything, just like goats.
Yeah. All righty. So, and I froze. Coming up here,
I thought you were just thinking.
I froze.
That's all, folks.
All right. So every day for the rest of the week on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, I'm editing my novels at 2 o'clock Eastern time, noon Mountain time. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern is Life's Uncertainty, Your Succession Plans. In other words, wills, family trust, S corps, all the stuff you do to try to protect your inheritance you want to pass on to your kids so they don't get dinged. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow night. Thursday night at 10 Eastern is the Midnight Ride. Friday back here is You Might Be a Homesteader If. And anyone that can send me an email out, and we throw it up here real quick here.
Wait,
Send me
is
an
raising
here.
pigs on your list?
You might be a homesteader if you have a potbelly pig in your house.
That's not a homesteader.
No.
That's a yuppie.
No, that's not a homesteader.
You might be.
But send me some things to make as punchlines for You Might Be a Homesteader If, and we will go through those on Friday. Some of them will be hilarious, some of them will be true, some of them will be both true and hilarious. Let's see. Saturday is for Survival Saturday evening is after the Mississippi Fault splits. What are your plans? And then next Monday here is honey and food preservation.
Oh, okay.
So we talk about
I'll have
using
to get
honey.
some sweet things around.
Yeah. And so that's what's coming up here for the next week. Tomorrow I should be wrapping up the Family Compound Book 1, Hunker Down, should be wrapping up tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I'll be starting chapter 1 of Blood Moon Falling. So, and for, hang on, where is it here? No, wrong picture. Hang on, that went the wrong way. I put it down below by mistake. Hang on, let me get that fixed. Go back to that. Sorry guys, I hit the wrong one. These are the books I'm editing. So we're finishing up with this one right here tomorrow, and then Wednesday we're starting with Blood Moon Falling. So. And with that, I think we're kind of done for tonight. If you guys have any suggestions, topics you'd like to see us address, email Tammy at rebelcanners@gmail or me at Camp Patton Family Compound. And I forgot to change my name up here. Nobody told me. I got the Gray Man Prepping channel on there.
I do have a video coming out tomorrow, Strawberry Jam.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. There's a worker behind you. There's
Yeah.
a worker.
This is over.
Grandpa, why did you tell me that I was hungry?
Well, I'll be in there in a second. We're wrapping it up right now. And so, yeah. But I did the video. I posted the video of them taking down the box elder tree.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
And I sent the link to Guillermo over there at Madrill Tree Service, and he's like, "This is fantastic! Can I put it on our website?" Yes, you can.
Sure, link away, buddy.
Yeah, link away. All right, everyone, we're going to wrap it up here. So we will see you around, and have fun canning.
Yay!
Bye.
Freeze drying or preserving. Good night.